Concept, finding percent of a number, or just finding a percent. Both of these examples are going to use what I call the formula. This is the method that I teach in grade 7. It's just a ratio where you have part over whole is equal to some percent over 100. It's an equivalent fraction. So I call this the formula. You are going to know 3 of the 4 spots in this formula, and you're going to have to try and find the 4th missing spot. Okay? So here's what you do. Bottom right corner is always 100 because percent is out of 100. Your denominator is 100. You get that one for free. So bottom right corner is always 100. Any number that has a percent sign after it is going to go in the percent spot of the formula. So 20 is your percent. Goes in the percent spot, top right. Okay? Almost there. Anything following the word of is always the whole. So this is your whole amount here, 150. We're finding a percent of this whole amount. So 150 is the whole, goes bottom left. Okay, so now our equivalent fraction is almost set up. We just have to find this. Okay, so the shortcut to do this, rather than dealing with how does 150 become 100, I got to divide by something. The shortcut, cross multiply and divide to find the missing spot. You're allowed to use a calculator to do this, of course. Okay, so you take a calculator, you cross multiply, so diagonal multiply 150 times 20, and then divide by the other number, divide by 100. So 150 times 20 divided by 100 is going to give you the missing spot in your formula here, which is going to be 30. Okay? Second kind of question. Instead of finding percent off a number, you're asked to find the percent. Okay? So again, here's how to use the formula to do this. Bottom right corner is always 100. And this time we're looking for percent. We don't know the percent, so the percent is going to be blank. That's what we're trying to find in the formula here. So I'm going to put a box around that spot just to show that nothing goes there. That's what we're trying to find. We don't know percent, we're looking for that. Anything after the word of is the whole, so 50 is the whole amount, 42 is the part. Okay? So there's your equivalent fraction set up, or your ratio set up, I should say. And there's a number of ways you could solve this now. You could say 50 to 100, you got to times by 2. Okay? So if you do that on the bottom, you got to do it on the top to get 84. Okay? You could do it like that because you can do that mentally in this case. It's not always so easy to do that, though. Numbers aren't so simple. So the way to do it 100% of the time, cross multiply and divide again. Okay, so diagonal multiply, 42 times 100, and then divide by your other number on the bottom there. So 42 times 100 divided by 50. You're allowed to use a calculator, of course, which is again going to give you 84%. Okay? So if you get 42 out of 50 on a quiz, that's 84%. There are other methods of finding percent as well. You can do it using equivalent fractions if that works, like it does in this case. But this one method works for everything. Okay, cross, multiply, and divide using the formula.